They just need a certain amount of the population to comply. And I'm telling you all, this time will be nothing like the last. Hey fam, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we'll be doing our Saturday's news, comments, and reports. So this is Shauna, and I'm officially checking in over here at Moments with Us. You guys stay tuned, listen to everything that's going on, and to everything that everyone is saying. We're going to discuss it right about now. Hopefully you all check in. Let us know where you are watching from, and hopefully you all are doing well. Let's go ahead and get today's video started. All right, so we all know by now that we are possibly facing a round two. So Junior Mustang stated October will be horrible because price increases across the board for products. Plus, they're planning another lockdown, y'all. Yes, so the supply chain is collapsing again. No truckers and backups at the Panama Canal, y'all. Yes, so over at the Panama Canal, you guys, I think I discussed this last week. It's facing a drought, so they're not having a lot of water come through. So what's happening is they're not able to send off a lot of ships. So it's like a few at a time, just a few at a time, which is then causing delays in food and products and everything getting into our store shelves. So that would then what cause a temporary or permanent price increase and temporary shortages or permanent shortages, just dependent. But right now, a lot of stores are seeing just temporary shortages of certain products that have not been seen before. But that could be one of the reasons why. So this is actually like a real issue. If it go alongside with a possible another lockdown, just imagine, you guys. So the drought will actually maintain restriction on the passage of ships for 1 year, it says. So it's causing major traffic jams. The boats will have to line up, and it's not just hours. Now it's taking like up to weeks. It typically 3 to 5 days, but now it's taking up to some weeks for these boats to get through. So that is going to cause major issues, guys. And this is the reason why people should be stockpiling and have extra things on hand. Here's a quick update for their little traffic jam there. So the measure have caused a backup of ships waiting to enter the 50-mile waterway, which is mainly used for clients from the United States, pay attention, China, and Japan. On Thursday, some 130 boats were waiting. Not 20, not 30. 130 boats were waiting compared to its typical about 90. So waiting times usually between 3 to 5 days. They have gone up to wait up to 19 days at a time, although they can currently stand for about 11 days, it says. So earlier this month, the canal operator said the restrictions were likely to result in a $200 million drop in earnings in 2024. So it says to pass through the canal, vessels can reserve a slot in advance or try to buy one via an auction. Now that's crazy. So all of this stuff that's, sitting on these boats and stuff like that, before it even rewind. Are we not going through the same thing again? Rewind. All of the stuff that's sitting on these boats, right? By the time it hit our store shelves, what were we seeing? Stuff that was close to what? Expiring. Stuff that was already going bad. Stuff that's sitting in heat. Guess what? We were seeing what? A lot of recalls, especially at where? Family Dollar, because things were exposed to heat. Just imagine how long stuff been locked in those containers and stuff, right? They're exposed to high temperatures, and when things are exposed to high temperatures, depending on what it is, it typically goes bad. So let's think about that. I swear it seems like we are on repeat, because here it is. Go get the stuff now, because the stuff that, that we might possibly be getting in a few months probably won't be no good. Get what you can get now, right? Do any of y'all remember that? I know I do. But let's go ahead and move on, because it's a little touchy subject, and I can feel myself getting a little frustrated, and I need to save all of that, okay? Let's go ahead and go on. One thing that I can say, one thing that I can say, before crap hit the fan once again, right? Just make sure that your mental health is, where's need to be. There's a lot of people, especially in the United States, who suffer from, um, you know, some type of mental issues. You know, find your happiness. Please find your happiness. So someone came through and said, y'all don't get tired of being lied to. The C depopulation agenda should have opened your eyes, but you still listen to those that are trying to take you out. So if you've been around here for a while, you know already, right? You already know. So, of course, my response is here on screen. They've been out here trying to depopulate. Trust me, I'm not out here listening to them. If y'all know me from the beginning, y'all know I don't really watch news. I don't watch the news. So some things I'm aware about. Most of the time I'm just going to look at these little articles, but I really don't watch the news unless something is sent to me. So how I feel is how I feel. So basically, they've been out here trying to depopulate. Trust me, I'm not here listening to them, but I'm taking notes for sure. Agenda 2030, y'all. Agenda 2030 have been pushed up. You think they're really going to wait to 2030 to start, hitting the fan? To start doing things? No, they're not going to wait till 2030. Y'all hear about October. A lot of people are saying October. I personally did not hear about October. I'm just hearing from what everyone else is saying. But that's something that I personally have to go look into myself, because I like to fact check most of the time at least. And if people don't know that they're being lied to by now, in this round, listen, I don't know. There's no waking those people up if they honestly don't understand by now. In all honesty, y'all, I'm not preaching this time. I'm not going to preach this time around. Once I tell somebody something once, and if they don't take it and run with it, because it's your choice on what you want to do. In all reality, it's the person's choice. But if I can tell somebody something once and they don't take it and run with it, the next time, personally, like if you know me in person, the next time I run into that person to see that person or talk to the person and they have not done anything, hey, whatever. It is what it is. That's all. All right, so a little bit back to Junior Mustang comment. This lockdown will be extremely horrendous. I believe there will be riots in the street because there will be no food at the store and people have no money. Desperate people will do desperate things. In fact, they would. Please get ready. Stock up for at least 6 months because there will be people coming for your food. Most importantly, don't tell anyone about your stockpile because you will get robbed. Be safe, everyone. And you know what? I agree. Even if there is food on the shelves, like now, for instance, there's been food on the shelf for the past few years, yes? It's just that the prices have been getting crazy. The ingredients have changed. The quality of the food have changed as well. So if we was to face another lockdown, companies go down, they are on a search for materials and ingredients and products to make their foods, to put on the shelves. Those change. Things change, Take these past few years as a prime example. But put it 2 times worse on that for now. I love doing these news comments and reports because it actually gives me time to sit down and really go through the comments. I'm just going to be straight up with you guys. I'm not that good at replying back to every single comment. Time is not on my side when it comes down to replying to comments. But I do see you guys' comments. I definitely see you guys' comments. Even if you don't get a response from me, I am here most of the time. When I'm trying to respond to comments, it's at night. The wrong time when I'm already ready for bed. Other than that, my hands are tied and my hands are typically full, you guys. So E-Ferris did come through and wanted to share his 2 cents. These jokers have been caught flip-flopping and lying on the last pandemic. What makes you think any different this time around? They can say anything. It doesn't make it so. Anyway, wear the diaper, well, the face diaper, or not. It's up to you. And it's definitely up to each individual. To me personally, listen, personally, I think this thing go way further beyond, wearing a mask. It's about who's willing to comply beyond just a mask. There's people that already wear masks, as I said, and I've always said, if you are sickly, have any autoimmune disease, facing any kind of health issues, of course, people like that have been wearing masks already since before the pandemic. But the real question is, how far can they go, and how much would us, the people, would comply to? And Double D, you are spot on. The closer to the election, the more oppressive they'll get. Come on now. They run the same game every single time. The same game. What happened last time when the whole pandemic was happening? Put your vote in. Who's going to dish out more of this and more of that? I mean, that's who the people's going to vote for. And if you know me, you know how I feel about the whole voting thing. I ain't even going to say it. Like I said, if you know me, you know. And I don't get political, like, at all. But, that'll be a topic for another video. Because I'm going to get a lot of people that probably disagree with me. Yes, I said it. But if you know me, then you know. Honestly, guys, you need to get your houses in order. Getting extra food, getting extra supplies, getting extra of anything that you can get extra of now. Trump's arrest had deep meaning. So y'all know Trump was arrested, right? Let me know how y'all feel about that in the comments. He was arrested for questioning an election result. And honestly, that whole political thing, voting, all of that stuff is corrupted. That's in my opinion. In my opinion. Some people don't think so. Do you all know what that means? They say they went after our First Amendment. Every single American lost their freedom last night. Not only will they lock us down again, but will try to implement the social credit score. 24 million Chinese people are on lockdown and have social credit scores. You can't even get a drink if you don't obey. They also have the 15-minute cities. Yes, you can't go more than 15 minutes from your house, because they're going to make it so convenient that you don't even have to go even 15 minutes from your house. Oh, you want to go get something to eat? Right there. Oh, the grocery store? Right there. Oh, you need to pay your bill. You don't even need to go out your house because everything is where? On your phone already, 15 minutes. That's all. You don't need that many clothes because you ain't going nowhere, because if you need to go to work, it's right there within your little 15-minute city as well. They got plans for that in Maui. Stock up and be prepared. No vax and no food. So this is what someone actually said. You guys, as far as these whole jab things, I'm actually starting to see it little by little, even in my area, you guys. Y'all know I'm from New Jersey, Essex County, New Jersey. So what's happening is I'm starting to see them. Y'all hear my 5-month-old in the background, y'all. I'm starting to see them set up these little tents again. And yes, I've seen people lined up for the jab all over again. I'm thinking that they was doing testing, and this was right before this whole second phase, was starting to come out, So what's happening is they setting up these little tents, and they starting to kind of reintroduce this whole jab again, right before winter. We're a few months away from winter, and this is what's happening. Let's get some numbers ran real quick. My video just might get flagged for this. So what's the nation's progress on vaccinations? So it says at least over 270 million people, or 81% of the population, have received at least one dose. Overall, over 230 million people, or 70% of the population, are considered fully jabbed up. How many of you actually believe that? I think these numbers are calling BS and straight like that. I really do. I really, really do. Because what's going on, I think it's Pfizer. I'm not too sure. I'm about to look it up. their sales have dropped tremendously as well. Yeah, check this out real quick. I'm going to zoom in. 1 second. Here's a report for the Pfizer. So this is the Pfizer reports, their second quarter 2023 results. Expected decline, you guys. So they revenue, it drove 53% operational decrease in the second quarter of 2023. The United States is a business. The United States of America is a big business, you guys. And when things start to drop, things start to happen. Second quarter 2023 revenues totaled $12.7 billion, a decrease of $15 billion or 54% compared to the prior year quarter, reflecting an operational decline of $14.7 billion, you guys. Let something else start up. Who's going to be first in line to start giving this, these jabs and, all the medicine and all of that good stuff out? Who you think is going to be first in line? Who's going to pocket the money? And as I said before, depopulation is real. It's very real. And it's definitely happening. You guys continue to be safe out there. I'm going to leave this video right here where it's at because it's running rather long again. And I wish I can bring you all better news. The good news is you still have time to stock up. Prices might be a little, it's a little high. A little high. Y'all know it's a little high. Hopefully, most of you can still fit it in your budget to grab a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I'm hoping so. And if not, utilize those pantries, those food drives. Y'all, it's back to school time. They love to do all of this stuff before kids go back to school. Book bag drives, food drives. They give out a lot of free stuff, at least in my area. And I know in a lot of other areas too. They give out a lot of free stuff before the kids go back to school. Get out there and get those things. You can save yourself $1 and use it towards something else. Just, if you're not awake and you're not here, get here. It's 2023, y'all. And we are quickly, yes, I said we are quickly going into 2024. And this whole October talk, I'm going to be right here waiting, God willing, to see what's going on in October. And hopefully you all are still here with me so I can come up here and be like, y'all, it's October. This and that is happening. But this is Shauna. Hopefully you all enjoyed today's video. If you're new here and you have not subscribed, please go ahead and consider subscribing to the channel. It definitely helps us grow. And it'll keep you in the know. You all, this is Shauna. I'm officially checking out from Moments With Us. Make sure that you all stay prepped, stay blessed, and stay safe. Most of all, remain beautiful queens and kings. Shout out to all of you who have became members. Yes, I do offer channel memberships, and you would be given a shout out on the community tab if you have joined by now. Anyhow, thank you guys. I will see you all next video. Peace out.